Prime Minister Tariq Rahman inaugurates tree plantation program along Sharikal Batajor Canal in Goronodi Upazila of Borichal. People are ultimate source of BNP's political strength, and with their support, BNP will lead country forward, says Prime Minister. Visiting Army's summer exercise in Borichal, Prime Minister hopes armed forces would earn greater reputation, dignity and professional recognition on global stage. Flood situation shows some improvement in Rangamati and Bandurban. Dhaka remains waterlogged due to rain, causing sufferings for city dwellers. Government takes initiative to set up 10-bed dialysis unit at Upazila level for kidney patients, says Health Minister. Deadly fire at a bar in Thailand's capital Bangkok kills at least 27 people. And in FIFA World Cup, Spain to face France in first semi-final at 1 a.m. 15th of July. Argentina to take on England in second semi-final at 1 a.m. on the 16th of July. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to News at 10. I'm Mahmoud Rahman. Those were the headlines. Let's move on now to the details. Prime Minister Tariq Rahman inaugurated a tree plantation campaign in Goronodi by planting coconut and neem saplings along the bank of the newly re-excavated Sharikal Batajor Canal at Batajor Union of Borichal District. Information and Broadcasting Minister Zohiruddin Shopun was present. After inaugurating the tree plantation program, Prime Minister Tariq Rahman urged everyone to take care of these young saplings and trees.
একটি শিশু যখন ভূমিষ্ঠ হয়, শিশুটা ভূমিষ্ঠ হলেই কিন্তু বাবা মায়ের কাজ শেষ হয়ে যায় না, বরং শিশুটা ভূমিষ্ঠ হবার পরে শিশুটাকে যত্ন সহকারে গড়ে তোলা, যত্ন সহকারে মানুষ করাই হচ্ছে সবচেয়ে আসল কাজ। কাজেই এই গাছটা যেটা আপনারা আজকে রোপণ করবেন, এই যে 2000 গাছের চারা রোপণ করা হবে, এই গাছটা কিন্তু শিশু গাছ, আজকে শিশুর মতন এটিকে বড় করতে হবে। আসুন আমরা যদি আমাদের এলাকাটাকে সুন্দর করতে চাই, আমরা যদি আমাদের দেশটাকে সুন্দর করতে চাই, তাহলে অবশ্যই আমাদেরকে এই গাছের যত্ন নিতে হবে, বৃক্ষ রোপণ করতে হবে। এই বৃক্ষটি বড় হলে ওই বৃক্ষের আশেপাশে যারা বসবাস করেন প্রত্যেকটি মানুষ যাতে সেই বৃক্ষের সুবিধাটা পায়, আমাদেরকে সেটাই চেষ্টা করতে হবে।
The Prime Minister called upon people not to throw plastic bottles, packets, tissues and other waste indiscriminately to keep environment clean and attractive.
দেশটাও তো ঘরের মতনই, কয়েকজন যদি শুধু পরিষ্কার করে, এই যারা সরকারি যাদের দায়িত্ব পরিষ্কার তারাই শুধু পরিষ্কার করে, সবাই মিলে যদি শুধু ময়লা করতে থাকেন তাহলে তো পরিষ্কার রাখা সম্ভব হবে না। আমাদের সকলকে মিলে পরিষ্কার করতে হবে। সবাই মিলে যদি সচেতন হই তাহলে আমরা আমাদের পরিবেশটা সুন্দর করতে পারবো। আমরা যদি আমাদের পরিবেশটা সুন্দর করতে পারি, আমাদের ভবিষ্যৎ বংশধররা একটা সুন্দর জায়গায় থাকতে পারবে। আসুন আজকে এই বৃক্ষরোপণের দিনে, আজকের এই কর্মসূচির দিনে আমরা সকলে মিলে প্রতিজ্ঞা করি, আমরা যত্রতত্র ময়লা ফেলবো না। আমরা যত্রতত্র যেখানে সেখানে এই ধরনের জিনিসপত্র, প্লাস্টিকের বোতল, পলিথিনের ব্যাগ, আমরা এই সিগারেটের প্যাকেট, এগুলা যত্রতত্র ফেলবো না। যদি শেষ হয়ে যায়, যদি ফেলে দেওয়ার প্রয়োজন হয়, আমরা ধরে রাখবো, যখন একটি নির্দিষ্ট ময়লা ফেলার জায়গা পাবো আমরা সেইখানেই সেটি ফেলে দেব।
Later, Prime Minister Tariq Rahman made an interaction with women family card beneficiaries at Batajor at Goronodi Upazila. Information and Broadcasting Minister Zohiruddin Shopun and local leaders were present at the program. The Prime Minister said his government will not be deterred by any obstacle in its efforts to rebuild Bangladesh as long as it enjoys the support of the people. Noting that the source of the BNP's political strength is the people, he said the BNP government will continue to move the country forward with the people.
আগামী জুন পর্যন্ত সারা বাংলাদেশে আমরা 41 লক্ষ পরিবারের হাতে ফ্যামিলি কার্ড পৌঁছে দিব। সেই হিসেবে প্রত্যেকটি উপজেলায় গড়ে প্রায় 7,000 পরিবারের কাছে গড়ে আমরা ফ্যামিলি কার্ড পৌঁছে দিব। তখন ইনশাল্লাহ আগামী বছরের মধ্যে আপনাদের এইবার যেরকম 600 পরিবার পেয়েছেন, ইনশাল্লাহ আরও কয়েক হাজার পরিবার আপনারা ফ্যামিলি কার্ডের আওতাভুক্ত হবেন। আমরা যদি সকলে মিলে ধৈর্য সহকারে চলি, তাহলে আমরা আমাদের এই দেশটাকে আমাদের প্রত্যাশিত দেশ হিসেবে গড়ে তুলতে পারবো। আমরা মুসলমান হই, আমরা হিন্দু হই, আমরা বৌদ্ধ হই, খ্রিস্টান হই, আমাদের হাজার বছরের ঐতিহ্য হচ্ছে সকল ধর্মের মানুষ এই দেশে আমরা শান্তিতে বসবাস করেছি অতীতে। কাজেই বর্তমানে এবং ভবিষ্যতেও আমরা চাই সকল ধর্মের মানুষকে একসাথে নিয়ে কোনো ভেদাভেদ না, সকলকে মানবিকতার ভিত্তিতে বিচার করে আমরা এই দেশকে পুনর্গঠন করতে চাই, আমরা এই দেশকে সামনে এগিয়ে নিতে চাই। এবং সকল সময় আমি একটি কথা বলি, বিএনপির সকল রাজনৈতিক ক্ষমতার উৎস জনগণ। এই জনগণের সমর্থন এবং এই জনগণের সমর্থন যতক্ষণ বিএনপির কাছে থাকবে, যতক্ষণ বিএনপির পাশে জনগণ থাকবে, বিএনপি কোনো বাধা মানবে না, বিএনপি দেশকে ইনশাল্লাহ সামনের দিকে এগিয়ে নিয়ে যাবে জনগণকে সাথে নিয়ে।
After completing his program in Gaudanodi, Prime Minister Tariq Rahman went to Borishal city by road. Thousands of BNP leaders, activists and supporters lined both sides of the 34-kilometer road from Gaudanodi to Borishal city, welcoming the Prime Minister with sustained applause as his motorcade passed. The Prime Minister inaugurated another tree plantation program along the Shagurdi Canal near the Trish Godown Memorial area in Borishal city. Information and Broadcasting Minister Zohruddin Chopon, State Minister for Shipping Rajib Ahsan, among others, were present. Prime Minister Tariq Rahman has expressed hope that the Bangladesh Army will earn greater international recognition, prestige and professional distinction in the years ahead, pledging the government's full support for enhancing its capabilities and accelerating its modernization. The Prime Minister made the remarks while addressing Army personnel after visiting the Bangladesh Army's summer field exercise at East Rahmatpur in Babuganj of Borishal. During the visit, Prime Minister Tariq Rahman toured the sprawling jungle training area on foot, observing soldiers carrying out combat drills and tactical exercise under simulated battlefield conditions. He watched troops maneuver through dense woodland, take up operational positions and conduct field operations designed to improve combat readiness. Army officers briefed him on different aspects of the exercise and the force's operational preparedness. The Prime Minister also observed the operation of an anti-drone multi-barrel defense system designed to detect and neutralize hostile drones. Interacting with soldiers deployed in the exercise area, Prime Minister Tariq Rahman inquired about their training, duties and field experiences. He also spent time sitting on the ground with Army personnel and shared a field meal prepared under simulated combat conditions. Addressing the troops, the Prime Minister said the Bangladesh Army remains a symbol of the country's independence and sovereignty and continue to enjoy the trust and confidence of the people. He said the Army had repeatedly demonstrated professionalism, courage and patriotism in safeguarding national security, maintaining law and order and responding to national emergencies. Prime Minister Tariq Rahman said the discipline, professionalism, sacrifice and dedication of our soldiers have earned the Army a special place in the hearts of the people. He stressed the importance of maintaining high professional standards through continuous training, the adoption of modern technology and the highest level of operational preparedness. Prime Minister Tariq Rahman assured Army personnel that the government will extend all necessary support to strengthen the Army's capabilities, modernize its equipment and enhance its reputation both at home and abroad. Information and Broadcasting Minister Zohruddin Chopon, Defence Advisor to the Prime Minister Brigadier General retired Dr. A.K.M. Shamsul Islam, Chief of Army Staff General Waqaruzzaman, Military Secretary to the Prime Minister Major General Abul Hasnat Muhammad Tariq and other senior Army officers accompanied the Prime Minister during the visit. The Narcotics Control Amendment Bill 2026 passed in the Jatiyo সংসদ today. Besides, the Bangladesh Medical University Second Amendment Bill 2026 was also passed in Jatiyo সংসদ today. Home Minister Salahuddin Ahmed tabled the Narcotics Control Amendment Bill 2026 in Parliament for passage. Health Minister Sardar Mohammad Shakhawat Hussain tabled the Bangladesh Medical University Second Amendment Bill 2026 in Parliament for passage. Earlier this afternoon, the parliamentary session began with Deputy Speaker Barrister Kaisar Kamal in the chair. At the beginning of the meeting, during the question and answer session, the Health Minister announced that the government is going to recruit 5,000 doctors as soon as possible through a special BCS examination. During the question and answer session, the Health Minister stated that the government is striving to upgrade all hospitals within the limits of available resources. He stated that after assuming power, martyred President Ziaur Rahman took the initiative to construct 31-bed hospitals in various upazilas. Subsequently, upon coming to power, Begum Khaleda Zia upgraded the 31-bed hospitals to 50-bed hospitals. In replying to question on behalf of the Minister of Religious Affairs, Home Minister Salahuddin Ahmed stated that the previous government had engaged in massive corruption under the guise of mega projects. During the question and answer session, Minister of Cultural Affairs with Nitai Roy Chaudhry stated that the government aims to usher in a culture that is grounded in real life. He stated that Bangladesh television broadcasts programs on various cultural topics. In response to a question, Shipping Minister Sheikh Rabiul Alam stated that modern navigation systems have been introduced on all major waterways across the country to ensure the movement of vessels throughout the year. Later, a discussion was held in the National Parliament under Rule 71, drawing attention to matters of urgent public importance. Members of Parliament participated in the discussion. Later, some parliamentary standing committees were formed. Chief Whip Muhammad Nurul Islam put forward the proposal to form the committees. The parliamentary session will resume at 3 in the afternoon tomorrow. Local Government, Rural Development and Cooperatives Minister Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir signed today the condolence book opened at the Embassy of Qatar in Gulshan, Dhaka, on behalf of the Government of Bangladesh following the death of former Emir of Qatar, Sheikh Hamad bin Khalifa Al Thani. As the government's senior-most minister, he signed the condolence message in an official capacity. Prime Minister's advisor on Foreign Affairs, Humayun Kabir, was present on the occasion. In the message, the minister expressed profound sorrow at the passing of Sheikh Hamad bin Khalifa Al Thani. On behalf of the government of Bangladesh, the people of Bangladesh and himself, he conveyed heartfelt condolences and sincere sympathy to the government of Qatar, the Qatari royal family and the brotherly people of Qatar. The minister noted that Bangladesh highly values its long-standing, close, cordial and brotherly relations with Qatar. He also announced that as a mark of respect for the late former Emir, the government of Bangladesh will observe half-day state mourning on Thursday, 16th of July 2026. In addition, a delegation led by the Speaker of the National Parliament will visit Doha to convey Bangladesh's solidarity and condolences to His Highness, the Amir of Qatar, the royal family and the people of Qatar. Finance Minister Amir Khosrow Mahmood Chaudhry today said that the International Monetary Fund, IMF, has appreciated the government's ongoing economic reforms and fiscal management efforts, expressing confidence in its phased reform strategy. The minister made the remarks while talking to reporters after a meeting with IMF Mission Chief for Bangladesh and Hong Kong, Ivo Krishna, at the Finance Ministry in the capital. The minister said both sides held constructive discussions that laid the groundwork for future engagement under the IMF-supported program. He, however, said the welfare of the people remains at the center of all economic decisions and reforms. Referring to the discussions, Khosrow said the IMF expressed satisfaction over the government's progress in several key areas during the past 4 months, including financial sector reforms, capital market development and revenue mobilization. He said the IMF particularly appreciated the government's revenue collection efforts and acknowledged the progress made within a short period. The two sides also discussed measures to improve Bangladesh's tax to GDP ratio to strengthen long-term fiscal sustainability. Describing the negotiations as an ongoing process, Khosrow said the next round of discussions with the IMF is expected to take place on the sidelines of the World Bank IMF annual meetings in September or October. Heavy rain has caused waterlogging in many parts of the capital. Traffic has been disrupted, causing difficulties for office-goers, students and pedestrians. Many major roads and residential areas have gone underwater, forcing vehicles to move slowly. Waterlogging has been reported in Green Road, Deshturi Bazar, Pantopath, Boshuntara residential area, Manipur, Dhanmondi 27 and 32, Mohammadpur, Sharapara, Kalshi and Uttara. The condition worsened as yesterday's rainwater had not drained away. Meanwhile, extremely heavy rain and flooding inundated the country's southeastern region. Houses, roads and bridges have been damaged, while fish farms have been washed away or submerged. Millions of people in Chattogram and Cox's Bazar remain stranded by floodwaters and are facing a growing humanitarian crisis. The flood situation in Rangamati improved slightly, but more than 1,000 families are still stranded. As floodwaters recede, many people started leaving shelters and returning home. However, more than 3,500 people are still staying in flood shelters. On the other hand, floodwaters receded in Bandurban, but road communication between the district headquarters, several upazilas and Chattogram has not yet returned to normal. Residents in Bandurban also began returning home from shelters as the flood situation improves. A new initiative titled Sustaining Play, Learning and Skills in Humanitarian Contexts, SPLASH, was officially launched in Dhaka today, aiming to enrich the early childhood development of nearly 4 lakh children in Bangladesh and Uganda. The initiative, jointly launched by BRAC and the Lego Foundation, seeks to provide children affected by humanitarian crises with safe, play-based learning opportunities and essential life skills. Speaking at the launch event, Health Minister Sardar Mohammad Sakhawat Hussain said the government is working to bring healthcare services closer to people by establishing pathology laboratories in all Upazila health complexes and introducing 10-bed dialysis units at the Upazila level for kidney patients. The minister also expressed concern over the growing number of unnecessary caesarean sections, saying they deprive newborns of the benefits of breastfeeding immediately after birth. He said the government is placing greater emphasis on increasing the rate of normal deliveries while reducing unnecessary C-sections. To support this effort, he announced that midwives and caregivers will be recruited soon. The event was chaired by BRAC Executive Director Asif Saleh. Among the speakers were Tariq Alami, Head of International Programs at the Lego Foundation, along with heads of various BRAC programs. On now to international news.